This is a great advocate for summer football here today.
It certainly is. It's been like that the last couple of weeks actually, so quite good.
Good. What's the situation with the football club at the moment?
With the football club just now, we've just started back training in the last couple of weeks. We had a couple of COVID cases after our first game and we shut down again. And then we had another case last week after a game. But we started back training on Tuesday night. Everybody had been tested and was clear. Training tonight and we're at home to Cambuslang on Saturday.
Is that a friendly? Is that a...
Yes, it's just a friendly.
So,
friendly's up to the 17th of July and then the league starts on the 17th of July.
Season 2021 you more or less lost, would that be right?
Yes, 2021 we had made the decision after speaking to the players and the members that we were going to take part because they gave you the option to opt out, and after the first couple of friendlies we played we decided to opt out because it wasn't fair on the players, and just with the pandemic going on we didn't know how it was going to pan out. We thought there were not going to be any penalties. We thought it was the best thing to do, take out the season.
Now, Alan Cook was calling it junior football, but that's not technically correct anymore. That's an old-fashioned term, isn't it?
Yes, we're now part of the West of Scotland, the new West of Scotland Pyramid League, where you can win the league and play the playoffs to get into the Lowland League and make your step up into second division, first division and Premier League.
So in theory you could get there.
You could get there, if you've got the finances, I suppose.
Now this is a really well-known football club, and I'm going to still use the word junior terms because maybe people might understand that, but you are a well-known football club in that world, aren't you?
Yes. I think because of the size of the park and everything like that and the facilities that people think we're a big club on paper and name. Financially we're certainly not a big club now. We don't have the money that there used to be going about. A lot of Shotts businesses are decimated. Lost the Cummins factory, etc. So, but we're still here, still going, and we'll do the best that we can.
When was its heyday?
My heyday was 2012, winning the Scottish Junior Cup against Auchinleck. Being involved with the club then.
That's not that long ago, really, is it?
No, it isn't. No, probably the heyday was when 93, 94, 95 season when John Clark and Frank McGarvey were here.
All right.
That's probably the heyday, I suppose.
And how many fans would you get coming along then?
In the days you could get 300-400. Now, depending on who you're playing, it can be 100, 150, 200. Just depends on who you're playing basically, and if the travelling fans come, because Shotts, we're well supported if we've got success. People come and watch us, but when you're not successful, it's your loyal regulars.
That's hard to...
Sorry, Ian, I'm going to cough, so just let me cough.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt your flow there.
That's okay. I mean, that's really hard to make ends meet when you try to sign players or pay them. So do you pay them? How does that work?
We pay expenses basically. We have amateur players and other players now, and it's expenses only. We've not got the finances now that we used to have in years past. Social club gives us a help out back and forward there. The social club was built to support the football club.
Right.
Obviously when the social club's no busy and the new we've not been open since last March, we're finding things a bit tough while we get our overheads down in the social club, but we're getting there, and hopefully we'll be back open within the month.
It's a bit of a vicious circle though, Will, isn't it? The club doesn't do well, you don't have the money for the team doesn't do well, it doesn't attract people to come along. It's a bit of a vicious circle, isn't it?
It is. It's a balancing act, but you can't keep robbing Peter to pay Paul all the time with the social club. You can't keep taking money out of the social club all the time. We've got to be self-financing, so that's what we're doing.
Tell me something interesting about this pitch. There's some interesting facts about this pitch, isn't there?
Yes, it used to be one of the largest. It was the largest in Scotland at one point. And then one year we were getting the Golmers returfed and they didn't come to the last minute to do, and they cancelled. So the quickest way was to bring the park in 3 feet either side. So it's now not the biggest pitch in Scotland, but it's probably one of the best surfaces going about.
Just walked across it there. My dog liked it.
Dog liked it, that was good.
Hard to maintain that though, isn't it?
It is. It's all done with voluntary work with our groundsman. Well, Coco, basically a guy called Coco. he does all the groundwork on it, and he'll no use a fork right enough. He doesn't fill in any of the divots. Me and Alec do the filling in of the divots. So, but aye, it's hard going. It definitely is.
How optimistic are you about the future of the club?
We're in the process of setting up a soccer academy, a football academy, and we've got 10 kids teams involved, an amateur team, and an over 35s team, and now an under 20s team. So going forward, we're optimistic because we think that is the route we have to go down now. Hopefully the club will be around for years, but you need the community all involved and all get what we're trying to do.
You doing the over 50s walking football as well? Is that fun?
The walking football is starting as well.
Is
We're
it?
working in conjunction with the Healthy Living down in Shotts.
Yeah.
We're working with them, and we're going to have them hopefully coming up and having a shot at playing in that surface as well.
I think it would be standing still, not moving football. I don't think my chances in goal are great, are they? No.
I wouldn't roll you out. I saw you catch a couple of balls earlier on.
That's great, Willie. Thank you very much.
No problem, thank you.
Could you just ask Willie
Oh, aye.
maybe slightly more something broader about the town itself?
Yeah. So, I mean, you're from the town, aren't you?
I'm actually from Whitburn, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But you live here, don't you?
I'm an outsider.
But you live here now?
No.
You still don't live here?
I still don't live here. I'll stay in Longridge.
How far is that away?
10 minutes along the 71.
So, but in terms of the town itself, you spend a lot of time here, don't you?
Yes, I spend the majority of my days here.
So how's Shotts doing?
Shotts is a hard place, in my opinion. Obviously I'm not from Shotts, so I think Shotts are divided for whatever reason, I don't know. They just don't seem to all be together and help one another. But
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
sometimes I find that try to attract folk to come in and give you a hand and do things, it seems to be hard. I don't know what it is, but I'm from Whitburn originally, and my uncle's on Whitburn, run Whitburn Juniors Football Club. There's always a bit rivalry between me and him, but my dad was for Shotts, so I class myself as a Shotts man, believe it or not. So that's it.
So it's quite. You say the town's been through quite a tough time, isn't it?
Aye. I think the Cummins factory in the industry, where a lot of people had jobs before and all were involved and it disappeared. I think that has got a lot to do with it. A lot of incomers now as well.
How optimistic are you for the future of the club and the town?
I think I'm quite optimistic. I think everybody's now beginning to realise that we need to help one another, and hopefully they do all help one another. I don't see why we shouldn't be. I'll do anything to help MD. The facility's here for MD to use whenever they want to use it for anything, as much as possible. When we can provide the facility and it doesn't interfere with anything that we're doing, there's no problem with the pitch. MD can get it.
That's great, Willie. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
Willie played football himself.
Oh yeah, did you? Did you play Willie?
Ian, could make you slightly more in shade. because-
Yeah. Annie, could you take him?
Find someone who's just struggling a bit.
I'll take him up away here.
You're fishing.
She's fishing. She's fishing.
She's fishing.
I know.
He's doing a lot of drilling.
Is he? We'll get him a drink in a
Get
minute.
him a drink out there. You want the keys for the shop and get him a bottle of water?
No, we've got one in the car. Don't worry. We've got one in the car.
Sorry, Annie, what was the question?
Football. I know it's okay.
If I played football.
So did you ever play football? And did you ever play for this team?
I used to play football in goals, believe it or not, as a goalkeeper with an amateur team, a Sunday amateur team called the Laird's Lodge from between Harthill and Whitburn.
All right.
And I was there a couple of years, and then the opportunity came to be a secretary here in 1995-96.
Right.
So I attained the secretary's job on then, and then I only played once for the Bonaccord in a friendly game up in Elgin. There was a wedding on in the hotel we were staying in. The team was up for 2 matches as part of a pre-season friendly, and they were taking bets on me playing, and I ended up playing that day.
What was the score?
We won. I never scored right enough, but
Oh.
we won.
The person who's holding the sound boom at the moment, Ruth, she's from Elgin. She bet because she isn't hitting the head with the boom to get revenge for her great defeat. I'm sure she won't. Okay, Willie, that's great. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Should we do the one?
Oh, the on-screen stuff. Yep. Okay.